A state of emergency is in effect for Dare County with storm surge and coastal flood warnings now in effect. Let's go there. Fox Weather's Katie Byrne, she's live in Nags Head. Katie, 85,000 people had to leave. They were evacuated from the county. What's the scene been like there as some of the worst of this arrives later on?
That's exactly right, Ian. Dare County officials told us that 85,000 roughly people left. That's a mix of permanent residents and summer visitors, of course, but we are tracking this as Erin gets closer to land. We actually have the Fox flight team on the ground with us. They're flying above me right now, showing us a bird's eye view of these big waves that we're already seeing, that Erin is churning up out there in the Atlantic. We know offshore buoys nearby here in Nags Head are clocking waves as tall as 9.5 feet. So definitely significant. We haven't seen really very many surfers out there at all. They're the only ones that are allowed in the water if they have, the right surfboard and all of those things. And there are lifeguards monitoring that and checking with those surfers to make sure that they're meeting the requirements that are out there. But swimmers, they're not allowed in there. And where we are in Nags Head, we're about 10 miles north of where those mandatory evacuation zones are. So people who were in those zones on Hazardous Island, they should have left by now, or they risk being cut off completely by water. We know that coastal flooding is already underway from some of the live pictures that we've seen coming in, especially around high tides from Cape Hatteras. You could see water lashing up to homes and a motel there. Officials are warning people that if the water gets too deep, they won't be able to get in there to help people who have chosen to stay. So we watched crews yesterday work to build up dunes along the only highway in and out of the island, but the concern is that officials are worried that any kind of flooding we see from this could linger for days. When you look back out at this bird's eye view of the water, you can see the waves, and you can see a lot of people on the beach. Surprisingly, there are a lot of people here vacationing still, and they're being told to stay inside after dark and to have a go bag ready in case they have to leave immediately, Ian.
Yeah, that's a hard part of it. You had so many folks that are trying to make the most of what's left of summer. You're in a vacation rental or a hotel, you're being asked to leave, and it isn't especially obvious what the move is from there, and it just complicates the plan. So, yeah, we are expecting those conditions to worsen. We know you'll keep us updated. That's Fox Weather Correspondent Katie Byrne. Thanks.